Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel and thank you so much for joining me. I'm here to work on Roxy Creations Weekly Challenge, week number 3. And so this week, Rachel, her challenge was to use packaging to make a journal cover. So super fun, right? Who doesn't like to make a journal cover? So she used Amazon packaging. I do not have any Amazon packaging, believe it or not. I usually get my Amazon stuff in envelopes, it seems. Maybe I'm not ordering enough stuff to get a box, but anyway, so what I have here is a little box that I have had in my closet for probably a couple years, believe it or not. It's true. I think I got this at work at my office, and we had, opened a new box of Sharpies, as you can see, and I thought, this would just make a cute little journal, wouldn't it? And it already has a spine, and I had it just like this in my closet. I had already taken off the flaps and just left it in there because one day I wanted to make a little journal out of this. So today is the day I'm going to make the cover anyway. So, but I happen to have a need to make my design team project for, see, it's not even here. I'm going to need to even that up. But my design team project for ShabbyDabbyDooDah. And so I'm going to show you the papers. Let me even this up because this is bugging me right here. Doesn't look like it's even. It really looks crooked. Let's see. Okay. So I'm going to show you the papers here that I'm using for my design team project. And I believe that it looked like Rachel was using, I mean, it doesn't matter what kind of paper you use. You can use any paper you want. But it looked like she was using some kind of printouts, maybe that she just had around, I don't know. I've watched the video twice, her video twice. I started to watch it again because I just wanted to check on what she was saying about the packaging. So I'm trying to see, let's see if this is even here. This does look pretty even. So here's my papers. I've got some ribbon here too that I pulled out for possible uses on the cover. While I made the cover, I've got 2 little jars of buttons here with some buttons that would probably match the colors I'm using. And I mentioned a little while ago in one of my videos, a few videos ago, that I was, winter put me in the color of blue mode or mood. So yeah, my design team project, I picked out a blue digital kit from Tina at ShabbyDabbyDooDah, and so this is the 2 of the pages I cut out maybe that I thought I might like to use on the cover. So this one has a cute window, you can see, and this one I'll have this kit linked below so you can see the name of it if you were wanting to go and maybe possibly use this. Let's see, here's the other side. This one I printed out double-sided. It has a really pretty, oh, it has a little pretty little thing there too, but I think the window would be cool, pretty on the cover. This one I printed out one-sided, so I thought maybe this I could use on the inside of the journal. And then here's the other pages I have printed out for this kit. Let me show you real quick because it's very beautiful. As you can see, it's all blues here. Keeping everything organized in my little basket here like I've been doing. But let me just flip through these real quick. There's flowers and there's umbrellas here. And I just really love this pretty blue color. Everything is just blue. If you're in the blue mood, this will, check all your boxes because this is really, all blue here. And here's the other side. So here's some music. This is a collage page, and this too, it looks like. Flowers and just really beautiful backgrounds. And here's some pieces I printed out. I think these were smaller in the kit so that you could, kind of make some journaling cards, or you could even make a small journal out of these. So this is just all my options I have. Here's some little decorations down here. These I printed out one-sided because I figured I would cut them out as make tags or embellishments, journaling cards, that kind of thing. There's some birdhouses, umbrellas, there's a window there, and there's a pretty gate right there. And here's an envelope. Is this an envelope or I think this is an envelope. I'm trying to see how it goes, but I think that's an envelope or a pocket of some kind. Little like nameplates there, and little pieces here. I usually experiment, if you've been watching me for a while, I experiment with sizes. So, sometimes I print things out smaller than than 100%. So this might be 100% since it's taken up the whole page, though. But isn't it pretty with all the little tickets and little bows and everything? So those will be fun to add to pages. Here's another one with a bunch of pretty things, and this is these can be small journaling cards or decorations for tags or pages, and here's some more. So that's pretty much it. Lots of good, nice little pieces to decorate, pretty pages and journaling cards and tags. So let's get started on our cover. So like I said, I thought this might be the outside and this could be the inside. So, and I have some, let's see, I have a piece of the tablecloth I've been using this week. Oh, 2 pieces. So I have 2 squares here that I can use for cutting up and decorating the cover too, if we have time. So let's get started. So we do have time. So I want this window to be on the front as much as possible. So I think what I'm going to do is probably glue it down. I would like it to overlap if possible, so I can fold it over. Let's see how that's going to work. I would like to fold it over have a little bit of room to fold over, and then I'll cover up. Oh, that's, see how that fits right in the middle there? See, I printed this out and then I cut off the white edges, so that's why it's this size. I printed it this size. So I think it'll work out so that, see, it'll be something like this. And I'll just have a little bit to fold over here, and we'll have the whole window and this lamp post on the front. Okay, let's do it. I've got my art glitter glue here. I already kind of woke it up so that it will start flowing here. So let's see, we're gluing this side down. Let's put our glue on. Let me reach over here. It was chilly this evening. It's evening here in North Carolina. Sorry, I gotta grab my little glue board here. And so I have 2 layers on tonight, trying to, and my little heater going. I don't know why it got up to 51 today. That's kind of, warmish. At least it's not 32 or 43 or something. But when I came home, it was just chilly in my house, even though the temperature is at the usual temperature we have it at. So I don't know, just one of those chilly days. It did rain today. It rained this morning, and then it was just kind of not really sunny all day, not really well, it was a little cloudy. It was cloudy, yeah, I guess you could say it was cloudy, but not raining all day. Anyway, enough about the weather. Okay, so we're going to glue this down all over this cover here, and finally use this cover that I've been saving so long. So I'm so glad to just get this out and use it, because I have another one too. I should show it to you, but I don't have it out. Maybe in my next video of working on this journal I'll show you, because it's tiny. But when I cut it out, I was like, oh, that would be the cutest little journal. But it's tiny, and tiny journals are actually, like really super tiny ones are actually kind of hard to work on, because everything's so small. You have to make everything, it's not like you have anything, I don't anyway, have any little tiny things in my stash ready to go, like tags and journal cards. So usually for a tiny journal, I have to just make everything fresh, and I do that anyway, but once in a while you can pull things out. Okay, I'm going to see if I can center this so I can have room on both sides and the top and bottom to fold over. so I have my edges covered. All right, we're doing it. Okay, so I want to kind of, I don't want this to have any wrinkles, and I might do some sewing on this after the video. I would have got my sewing machine out, but I just figured I'd run out of time anyway and wouldn't have time to do the sewing on video. So whatever sewing I do decide to do, I'll show you when I work on this journal again in the next video. Oh, that's neat. Wow, that's pretty, isn't it? Do you love it? Look at the flowers. They turned out right on the spine. I mean, I wanted to put some lace or some tablecloth here, some of this that I just showed you, but now I don't want to cover up those flowers. Very interesting. Maybe you can put something else there, but it's so pretty just like that. Okay, so let's make sure we don't have any wrinkles here. I usually do like to put something on the spine to add strength, you know, besides just paper, so I don't know if I'll be able to leave that like that or not. But I'll probably come around and sew all around here and around the spine, so it's all nice and I mean, it's tacked down with the art glitter glue, but here's the front that glued down nicely with the window and the lamp post. Those flowers ended up in the perfect spot, and here's the back. So let's just go ahead and do some folding here, and I've got my scissors here in case I need to cut off. Trying to see if I might need to cut off the corners. I probably don't even have to cut off the corners, but I'm going to go ahead and snip off these corners just for the heck of it. Make sure we don't have any bulk there. Okay, so I snipped off all my corners, and now I'm going to fold. So let's just start here on this side and see how we do. We'll glue this down in a second. I just want to see how the folding is going to go here, because I don't have very much to fold on the bottom part here. It's very, very thin, as you can see. So I hope everyone had a great day. It's almost the weekend. Nothing exciting is happening around here, which is kind of good, because, you know, there was a potential of things happening in Greensboro, in the city, but nothing happened, so that was nice. You know, it was a little worrisome this week, but everything turned out great around here. So as far as I know anyway, in this immediate area, my town and where I work, I don't, you know, see what goes on all over Greensboro, but the news didn't. I didn't hear anything on the news. Okay, so that is, I'm going to glue this down a little bit here, and then we'll put a layer over this inside part. Let's see, let's go ahead and glue the sides first, since I folded them in first. And I'm just going to put some glue on the little piece of packaging here that we're using. So you can use anything. I mean, Rachel said there's no, you know, Rachel or Roxy police out here. She's not going to allow any Roxy police, I believe were her words. So you could really probably use any kind of, I mean, of course you can use any packaging is what she said. And then, I mean, if you really didn't have any packaging, like say if I did not have any packaging, I would probably just have used like file folder. You know, I recycle a lot of file folders from my office, so I could always just recycle a file folder. What else do I have that I would use? A paper bag. That's packaging. A paper bag is packaging. You could use a paper bag. You know, that can be packaging. So, you know, I would just say look around and see if you get some ideas. If you don't really, if you, you know, if your first thought is, I don't think I have any packaging, look at around your house and say, this was a package. Yeah, I could use this paper bag, or, you know, something like that. So, and paper bag journals are really fun to make. So, yeah. Paper bag, I think that would be acceptable. All right. All right, so that did glue down, even though it's a very thin, but I'm going to be gluing paper over this. So, plus I'm going to be sewing over it. But I do want to get it down nice and flat with the glue too. So I'm putting enough on here so that it will, you know, grab the paper and keep it down, if that makes sense. Let's see. So I've got a little something sticking out here, but I can cut that off. So I want to get this nice and flat. Alrighty, alrighty, we're getting there. Okay, that looks good. Now, my next piece is the other piece I showed you for the inside. So I think that we'll go ahead and glue this down flat like that, and then I'll cut off the overhang. So let's just, there's probably no up or down to this paper right here that I'm holding. So I think I'm going to do it this way, like this. So let's put some glue on here again. Sticking with the art glitter glue at the moment. You can use any glue you want, of course. Whatever your favorite glue is. So I want this to be, I want to make sure this stays nice and flat here where our folds are in the packaging cover in this box, you know, for our spine. Okay, so I'm going to get the edges real good here because I want this to stick on the edges, even though I'm going to be sewing it. I think I've made up my mind. Apparently I'm going to be sewing it. I mean, this will be easy to sew through, so it's nice when you have something, if you do like to sew on your journals, but you could leave it just like this. You don't have to. Let me see which way is up here. Okay, this way is up. Here's our front. Okay. So, yeah, you could leave it just like this if you didn't want to, you know, if you don't sew or you don't want to sew. Let's make sure we're getting that. Well, so you need to do it like this so I can see what I'm doing. Right in the middle of this paper. Kind of want to get it straight so that it doesn't look crooked on the other side, though. This is a pretty easy way to do it. You can always layer your papers and use pieces and make like a collage, or use pieces on the outside or a collage on the inside, you know. So I think that looks good. Let me just press my edges down. Press my edges down real good, and my center. I'm going to press it down out here and in here. I can feel the spine right here. Okay, so that's good. I don't know if I want to bend it quite yet, do I? No, I think I'm going to leave it straight for now. I want to let that dry under there. And I might even sew it before I bend it. So I just don't want to make any wrinkles. Okay, so let's cut this off. This overhang. And see what it looks like. I hope we like it. I hope I like it. Who was it I was watching who said, if I don't like it, I'll just either keep, I think Jovi at Creating with Jovi, she said, I'll just keep working on it until I like it. I think someone else, I don't remember who it was, but someone else said, if I don't like it, I'll just throw it away and start over with more packaging. I mean, that would be pretty easy, especially if it's packaging and you have more packaging and you're just using printed papers like I am. You could just print out some more papers, you know what I mean? So that's the good thing about digital kits, I guess. You can just, if you don't like what you did, you can just start over. So, all right, so here it is so far. Looking good. I want to put some pockets in here. Do that sewing. I don't want to bend it yet. I'm really dying to bend it and see what it looks like. But I did show you the cover. I just don't want to bend this inside. It felt like it was going to try to wrinkle on me, and I want to go ahead and sew that. So I think that's all I can do for this video, since I want to do some sewing, and then I'll come back in my next video and show you what I do next, and or what I did. So, and then we'll work on it together some more too. So, but this is my number 3 week for Roxy's weekly challenge, and thank you, Rachel, for this fun, challenge of doing something. The first 2 were tags, but this one is the journal cover, so super fun, right? And Rachel said if you want to join in, just join in, use the hashtag so everyone can find each other. And oh, I wanted to mention I have I'm creating a playlist with all of these videos, so that's going to be linked below each video. So if you missed the first 2, you could just go down and click that link, and there you go. You'll be able to catch up. So thanks for watching today. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope you, if you haven't joined in the challenge, that you do. So, and I'll be looking out for everybody's videos. I have a bunch on my playlist, or my watch later, that I'm trying to catch up on. So I am watching everyone's videos. Thanks for watching mine, and don't forget to like and subscribe. As I mentioned in my last video, it does help the YouTube people to do that. So if you wouldn't mind, I would love it. And thank you for doing that, and I'll see you next time. Happy crafting.